All right, it's going to be a trade recap and how I made $4,318 today and 80 cents day trading the NASDAQ futures. This is the one trade that I took today and the one trade that I won. I was taking on the live stream in my free Discord. The link for that will be down in the description. I post my daily bias in there and I do trade ideas in there as well. And I also stream once or twice a week every day, or once or twice every week in there for completely free. And this trade was taken on that live. So we're going to go over why I took this trade and how I made that money. So first of all, coming into the day, I'm going to go replay mode real quick. Obviously, price is super bearish. We dumped down, 900 points overnight or whatever it was. Yeah, so we dumped like 900 points overnight. We were super bearish. Honestly, I wasn't really super excited to trade today just because obviously we dumped. And when we dump like that, we usually just kind of don't have that great of price action. But we were able to catch a trade. Now, I was looking for shorts coming into the day down to these 4-hour intermediate lows here. That was my bias coming into the day, was these shorts here. I wanted to see, if we come back to here real quick, I wanted to see a short off of this 15-minute gap or this 1-hour intermediate high. So I wanted to see price either come into here or come in up to here and then get our short out of there. But I ended up taking it long. So let's go over why I took this long and why I literally took it a long when I was bearish. Well, first of all, let's see what we got here. Here's market open right here. So here's market open. We play market open out. We take out these 15-minute intermediate lows. We get a V-shaped reaction. We have this 15-minute gap that I want to see get filled and sent down, or if it's going to just go right through it. So this 15-minute gap was also a 30-minute gap as well. Oops. If we go to here, we can see we have a 30-minute gap here as well. We'll just mark this out as the 30-minute gap. So the 15-minute gap and a 30-minute gap. So I want to see this gap get hit no matter what. Whether we were going to hit this gap and get a short out of it, or we're just going to continue through this gap. No matter what happens, I knew this gap was going to get hit today. So if open, we get this 15-minute intermediate low sweep right here way over to the left. So we had these 15-minute intermediate lows. They were not right there. I don't remember where they were. Right here, these ones. We had this 15-minute intermediate low right here. Oops. That got perfectly swept in a very strong recovery out of it. If we come down to the 1 minute, we can see we get a V-shape recovery out of this, which I was actually looking for a long right here because I was like, okay, but if we get a good entry here, this would be a beautiful Judas swing. I was looking at this 30-second inverse, ended up being an invalid close. And then I was looking at this 3-minute inverse right here, also ended up being an invalid close. So no trade there. But if we do play price out, we can see that we never end up hitting the 15-minute gap. So I'm like, okay, my draw on liquidity is still intact. I want to see that gap get hit. Whether price goes up or down, I want to see that gap get hit. Now we come down, and ES was doing the same thing, and we can see ES was generating all this liquidity here, leading up to its 15-minute gap. So I really had high conviction in this 15-minute gap getting hit. We then put in a 5-minute rejection block right here, as we can see this candle's wick is a rejection block because it's a wick out of a high time frame key level, which was that 15-minute intermediate low. We then get a V-shaped 30-second right here. Boom. We also get our accumulation manipulation right here. We can see this is our accumulation right here. And then our, what the heck? And then our manipulation leg right here. Now, one thing I will mention about this is usually I don't like to take trades like this when the accumulation, like the high of the accumulation already got taken out. So like I would prefer, if we play this back a little, I would prefer it to be like this, right? We get accumulation, then we generate a high there and then come down. So this high right here doesn't get taken out, right? So it's like generated highs. But if we play this out, we can see that this high actually gets taken out. So I don't like that usually, but with all of these other highs leading up to the 15-minute gap and on ES, with all the highs, it's like you can see ES left it. So ES has all these low resistance highs leading up to the 15-minute gap. That's why I was still had high conviction in this trade. And again, I really just thought that gap was going to get hit, or I knew that gap was going to get hit. whether price is going to go down or go up. We knew we were going to hit that gap at least. So when we come down, we tap into this 5-minute rejection block right there. We also fill in this 30-minute gap. Then we get this super strong V-shaped 30-second inverse. There's my entry right there. I put my stop below the low or below this candle. Then I targeted the 30-minute, 50-minute gap. I went a little above it just to get 1-to-1. If we play this out, we can see price deliver straight to TP for a 1-to-1 trade. So yeah, pretty simple. Actually, not that simple. I used a rejection block here, which I have been incorporating to my trades a little more recently. I'm still trying to get used to them, but I used it very good today. So that was good to see. And then yeah, basically the rest of the day, there actually was a super good short later right here, up here. If we come over here, I think right here maybe. Yeah, this short right here. This was an A+ short right here to take out all this low resistance lows leading up to a 15-minute gap. But obviously I didn't take that because I was already done for the day after my win. But now let's see what price is doing now. And now it's a little later in the day. We can see that price did end up coming all the way down and sweeping out. Oh no, it didn't. These 4-hour minute lows. I thought, okay, well, either way, we still got our really good play right here off open and a banger day.